After the long awaited cravings, I finally set out to make my creamy pasta, which turned out not as I expected it to turn out. I fucked up, I know. Hey guys, how are you guys doing? And welcome to my cooking section. So I got this chicken for 5 dirham. I showed it in one of my grocery haul videos. I proceeded to like cut this chicken because it's like very easy to cut. This is more like a smaller chicken. I even feel like this chicken is like a chick because this chicken no look mature at all. The bone no strong, but what to do? As long as na meat, all meat na meat, no problem. So I dismantle it the normal way I know how we used to do it back then in Nigeria. That was where I learned how to cut chickens to, separate it to different parts. And I had to marinate my chicken and cook it instantly. I do not leave it to soak. I just marinate and I start cooking. I added my nutmeg, my bay leaf, my rosemary, my chili, grounded pepper, and my curry powder. Then I mix, set it to cook in its juice, and after that I proceeded to add water. And also, I added some seasonings for that proper taste. Yes, I don't like my food tasting bland. I equally added coconut oil just for a trial, and I don't know what it does, but I just felt like okay, it has to cook in some oil. Pairing it with shrimps and that hot dog just to make sure I have enough of proteins. This cat came to say hi. I don't know where and however this cat perceived the smell of this shrimp and came running. Cats always have like a strong nose for all these things. Like once you're making whatever they eat, they smell it from wherever they are and they must come and do meow for you to give them. So this water I'm using is the water I use for cooking my chicken. The cat came again. You see, this cat is very ungrateful. I gave it shrimp, it was eating, but when I drop chicken, no gree collect chicken again. See, poor cat, poor cat, they get option, they get choice. When you no get money, you they get choice. Cat normally they eat chicken, but because say you don't test waiting sweet and pass chicken, no gree collect chicken, you leave them there. People just the match am cuckoo, ignore them now, no give them my shrimp again. Look at my well fried chicken, and after that I proceeded to check on this my hot dog, bring it down, slice my onion, cut it into the sizes I want, not forgetting to set my water for the pasta on fire. Here I'm using Abela, the pasta I told you doesn't get soggy on time. Long throat no green I had to eat some of my hot dog. Of course, na my own, I know they cook am for you. This is me putting in my almighty pasta inside the boiling water so that it can marinate and cook in its juiciness. I had to go buy Ajinomoto. Oh yes, for you people that always think Ajinomoto is bad, it's not bad. Chinese use it in their cuisines, okay? So it's quite healthy, but don't overuse it. See this man? When I saw this man, I quickly turned on my camera. This man reminded me of my dad. When my dad was in Dubai, he was walking like this man. Funny enough, my dad was walking exactly like this man. This happens as a result of lifting so much of heavy weight. When you've lifted a lot of things, it tends to affect your walking steps. So I saw him and remembered my dad. The pasta is partly done now, just semi-done, not fully done. I scooped it out, then got out little to add to the sauce to thicken it. And here I started to make my stock. Yeah, I had to show you this guy. This guy was doing in the kitchen. Oh, I felt so disgusted. Then I had to like capture him and give him like thumbs down. So here I put in my already chopped onion, added immediately my tomatoes, just a little bit, and even this little bit was so much. I didn't want this tomato to really overshadow my color. And then when I added my cream, it was kind of brown, like kind of red, and I didn't like it. I wanted it to look creamy or even white. After frying it till done, I added my shrimp because I wanted to just little bit fry this shrimp. A bit toast it, yeah, whichever one, but I just don't want it to enter bland like this. I wanted it to like at least infuse some juiciness into itself before I pour in this my lovely and amazing cream. Yeah, I actually love these other creams, but I prefer that one. It had better taste. If I use this one too, this my food would have tasted heavenly, but because I bought the other ones that were tasteless, so it kind of affected the overall taste. Here I was mixing a little bit of flour with a little bit of the pasta water just to form as a thickener. After that, I added my soy sauce. I'm not a fan of soy sauce, but I felt like using it for some time this period. Followed by my curry, my chicken masala, curry masala. I also added a little bit of nutmeg because I think nutmeg is kind of part of the biggest ingredients in this creamy pasta making. After that, I added my lovely cream first, the one I love, followed by the other ones, of course, that I do not really send, but they are all good anyway, just that I don't send them. So I added it. This was supposed to give me the creaminess I wanted. When I mean the creaminess, but I fucked up. Anyways, here I was adding the pepper. I just chopped the pepper. I no get strength to blend only one pepper. Then after that, I added more seasoning. Yeah, more seasoning, more seasoning. Na me the chop am, and I never die since why they chop am. So no worry, no worry. Last we go chop tasty food. After that, I poured in my. I actually made a mistake here. I was supposed to chop this my hot dog into halves, but I thought I think I was lost in the moment and just emptied everything directly. Then I added my bay leaf, and here comes the mistake of my life. Even the mistake made my phone stop recording because the mistake was expensive. I wasn't supposed to pour all this pasta. I was actually supposed to divide this pasta or just be on a testing mode, like you pour until you are very sure that the pasta is creamy. If it's too big, you reduce the pasta. But I emptied everything once, and then it made my pasta not come out very creamy. It was just more like a normal pasta. I wanted that drip, that creamy drip. But I guess there is always another day to make it. And then after that, of course, you saw when I added my corn, added a little bit of water just to make sure I at least a little bit of creaminess came. But still, it pain me, sure. But there is always another day. Okay, bye guys.